Hello, good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, sir.
Okay, let me know if you can see my screen.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so today we will do number theory, and I will do specifically few topics on number theory. Okay, the first topic is how to find the last two digits of a power of a number, right? For example, if I tell you what would be the last two digits of 21 to the power 68, what would be the last two digits? Okay, now how do I address this kind of question, right? Anyone knows how to do this? What is the logic?
Sir, we can break 21 into 20 and 1.
Okay, very good. Then,
Sir, then we can consider the power of 20 till 2,
okay,
and we can just omit the other large portion.
okay, so 20 plus 1 to the power 68, right? So then if you expand this binomially, you get 20 to the power 68 plus 68 C1 into 20 to the power 67 68 C2 to 20 to the power 66, and this will go on, and the last two terms will be 68 C 67 into 20 plus 1, right?
Yes, sir.
Correct. Now after that, what will I do? What is the logic after that?
Sir, up to t, I mean the term just before the second last term, it can be divisible by 100, the whole portion. So we need to calculate, yeah, only the last two terms.
This is the expansion, right? You are absolutely correct. So look at these terms. Up to this term, what is the last two digit up to this term? So this is 20 to the power 68. It will end in two zeros. This will end in two zeros. This will end in two zeros. All these terms will end in two zeros up to here, right? So only these two terms will have non-zero digit in the last two terms, right? And what is that digit? 68 C67 means 68 C1, which is 68 into 20 plus 1. This will be the last two terms of this, which is 0 6 136 1360 plus 1, which is 1361. So the last two terms will be, the last two digits will be 61, right? Everyone understood this logic? Everyone understood this logic?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, in the exam, definitely I'm not going to do all of this, right? So what is the shortcut of doing this? What is
Sir,
the short?
base is last digit multiplied by second first.
Correct. So what you do, okay, is the rule is this: if the last digit of the base is 1, only then you can apply this rule. If the last digit of the base is 1, then multiply the second last digit of the base and the last digit of the power. Like in this case, what did I have? I had 21 to the power 68. So my second last digit of my base is 2, right? And the last digit of my power is 8. So according to this rule, I should multiply 2 into 8, which gives me 16, right? So the last digit of this number will be the second last digit of the expansion. See, the second last digit of the expansion is 6, and that 6 is coming from this 2 into 8, 16. So this 6 goes here. Okay, and the last digit will be 1 because it is ending in 1, right? See the logic? The last digit has to be 1. Is it clear for everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so let's try one example, and I want everyone to answer this. So 391 to the power 256. What would be the last two digits?
Sir, please scroll a little up.
Sure. Please stop me if you are unable to follow anything.
So is the answer 41?
Okay, this one? Okay, will come. Okay, so according to the rule, what should I do? Explain the rule to me. I have the second last digit 9 and the last digit 6. So 9 into 6 is 54. So the last digit of this number is 4. So this will come here. And the last digit obviously will be 1 because 1 is the last digit here. So the last two digits of this will be 41. Absolutely correct. Everyone clear? Everyone clear on this?
স্যার এটা আরেকবার রিপিট করে দেবেন প্লিজ।
হ্যাঁ শিওর। রুলটা না এই এক্সাম্পলটা কোনটা?
হ্যাঁ স্যার, রুলটা।
ওকে, ইফ দ্য লাস্ট ডিজিট অফ দ্য বেস ইজ 1, তার মানে বেসে যে নাম্বারটা আছে তার খালি লাস্ট ডিজিটটা দেখবে। লাস্ট ডিজিটটা এখানে কি আছে? 1। দেখো 1 আছে, তখনই কিন্তু এই রুলটা অ্যাপ্লাই করতে পারবে, আদারওয়াইজ নট। দিস ইজ দ্য কন্ডিশন, লাস্ট ডিজিট অফ দ্য বেস শুড বি 1, দেন মাল্টিপ্লাই দ্য সেকেন্ড লাস্ট ডিজিট অফ দ্য বেস, তার মানে তার আগের ডিজিটটা এখানে 9, and the last digit of the power, last digit of the power হচ্ছে 6, তাহলে 9 আর 6 এই দুটোকে মাল্টিপ্লাই করো, 9 into 6 54, right? The last digit of this number, এই this নাম্বারটা মানে এই নাম্বারটা will be the second last digit of the expansion, তার মানে এই 4টা হবে সেকেন্ড লাস্ট ডিজিট আর লাস্ট ডিজিটটা হবে 1। ক্লিয়ার?
ইয়েস স্যার।
Everyone clear on this rule? Because if you understand this rule, then you'll be able to do a lot of numbers, and I'll tell you how. Okay, no doubts? Very simple rule. All you have to see that the last digit of my base is 1. If the last digit of the base is 1, then just take the digit before that in the base and the last digit of the power, multiply with the 2 and take the last digit of that number, put it as the second last digit of your expansion, and the last digit will be 1. Simple as that. Okay. Now let's see how I will use this rule for other numbers. Let's take another example. 43 to the power 68. Now, can you tell me if I
Sir,
can? Huh?
sir, we just need to multiply 3 to that product.
3 to what product?
Sir, 4 into 8 into 3.
No. No, that doesn't work always. No. I'm going to give you a rule which will be absolutely correct for any number that you get. Okay? And I'm just to make life simple, I'm going to give you as few rules as possible. So with the first rule, I will do this one. With the rule that I just explained, I will do this one. So in order to do it using that rule, what do I need? I need a number whose last digit would be 1 and that power will be something. This is what I need. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Everyone agrees? If I can somehow convert this number to a number whose last digit is 1 and the power is something, then I can use that rule.
Sir, but it will be only valid when 4 divides the power, right?
4 divides the no. It will be valid otherwise also. Let's take one step at a time. Okay? Let's take one step at a time. Otherwise, you'll get confused. Okay. So, do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes,
Have you
sir.
understood what I'm trying to do? Okay. So before I do this, let's take a simpler example. 3 to the power 6. Okay. Now let me do using the previous rule. So what I'm going to do, going to try to convert this into something whose last digit is 1 and to the power of something. Okay. So what can I do here? 3 to the power 4 is 81. Correct? So I can write 3 to the power 6 as 81 into 3 to the power 2. Correct? Which is 81 into 9. Isn't it? Okay. Now you can multiply these two and get the last digit as 29. Understood the logic?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let me go for a higher power. Let's say 3 to the power 98. So what should I do? 3 to the power 4 into 24 plus 2. Right? 98 can be written as 4 into 24 plus 2. See, I'm trying to use this. This is my target. Okay. So that means this becomes 3 to the power 4 whole to the power 24 into 3 to the power 2. Right? So 3 to the power 4 means 81 to the power 24 into 9. Now tell me the last two digits of 81 to the power 24.
So 21.
8 4s are 32. So that will be the second last digit. Last digit will be 1 into 9, which will be 9 and 8. So 8 9 will be the last two digit of this power. Is it clear? Are you able to follow this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let's go to that 43 to the power 68. So 43 to the power 68. Now tell me what I should do. What should I do here?
First, we can do 40 plus 3 whole power 68.
Okay, good. 40 plus 3 whole power 68, correct? And out of this, what should I do? I should take only the last two terms. Because as I explained, all the previous terms will be having 0, 0 in their last two digits. Right? So only the last two terms of this expansion will have non-zero digit in the last two terms. So that means I will take 68 the 67 into 40 to the power
3 to the power 67.
3 to into 3 to the power 67, right, plus 3 to the power 68, right, correct, understood? So 68 C67 means 68 C1, so which is 68 into 40 into, now take this one, 3 to the power 67, do it separately. 3 to the power 67 means 3 to the power 4 into 16 plus 3, which is 3 to the power 4 to the power 16 into 3 to the power 3, which is 81 to the power 16 into 9, which is how much? 6 sides are 48. Last digit would be 1. So 81 into 9.
So it will be 27, right? Not
Oh,
9.
sorry. Thank you. Yeah, please keep a eye on my calculations. Sometimes make mistakes. Okay, so 81 into 27, right? So how much that will that be? 27 into 1 is 27. 2 carry over. 21 into 8 is 27 into 8 is how much? 270 minus 54.
So 216,
216 and 2 carry over
218.
218. So the last two digit is 87, right? So 68 into 40 into 87 plus 3 to the power 68. This one will be straightforward because why? Because this would be 3 to the power 4 whole to the power 17. So 81 to the power 17, right? So 68 into 4, which is how much? 68 into 40 into 87. Let's see.
2720.
68 into 40 into 87 gives you 236640. So you get 40 in the end. Okay. Plus 81 to the power 17. So this what one would be 187 the 56. So 61. So that means 4610. So 01. Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Clear? Have you understood this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I have not used any other concept, but I have just extrapolated the previous concept to get the answer from this. Clear? So what you have to do is you have to consider the binomial expansion and take the last two terms. Okay. So just calculate the last two digits of the last two terms and add them up, and you get the answer for your last two digits. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let me take another case. 27 to the power 34. What would be the last two digit? How will I do this? How will I do this?
Sir, 3 to the power 102.
Huh? Oh, this one is easy. Sorry, I shouldn't give 27. Let's take 37. This becomes too easy. 37. 37 to the power 34. How will I do this?
Sir, we can break it into 30 plus 7.
Okay, again, the same rule. So I will just take the last two terms. So 34. Now you know the second last term will be 34C1. So which is 34 into 30 to the power 1 into 7 to the power 33 plus 7 to the power 34. Correct? So 34 into 30 is 102, 1020, right? Into 7 to the power 33 plus 7 to the power 34. So up to here is very simple. How will I do this?
Sir, we will break it into 7 to the power 4 into 8 plus 1.
Very good. How much is 7 to the power 4?
Sir, 2401.
Excellent. So 3 to the power 4 is 81. 7 to the power 4 is 2401. This is the number you have to remember. Okay. So again, it's a power of 4. So you get 1020 into 7 to the power 4 into 8 plus 1 plus 7 to the power 4 into 8 plus 2. So 1020 into 7 to the power 4, that will give you 2401. So you take the last two digits, 01 to the power 8 into 7, right? Plus 01 to the power 8 into 7 to the power 2, 49. So 1020 into this would be what?
7.
7 plus 1 into 49, 49. So which is 7 into 20. You're just concerned with the last two digits. 720, 140 plus 49, which is 189. So last two digits will be 89. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we did one numbers ending with 1, number ending with 3, number ending with 7. Now you should be able to understand that number ending with 9 will be just a cakewalk. 29 to the power 36. So what should I do? What should I utilize here? 9 to the power 2 is 81. Again, I'm using 9 to the power 2, which is nothing but 3 to the power 4. So that means, again, I'm going to use the last two terms, 36 into 20 into 9 to the power 35 plus 9 to the power 36, right? 36 into 2 is 720 into 9 to the power 35. So this is 9 to the power 35 means 9 to the power 2 into 17 into 9, right? Which is 81 to the power 17 into 9. Correct? So the last two digits would be 8 7 the 56, 61 into 9, which is 9, 9 6 are 54, 4. So 4 9 would be the last two digits. Correct? Into 4 9, and 9 to the power 36 will be 81 to the power 18, which will be 8 8 64, 41. So plus 41. So 49 into 0, 49 into 2, 98. You just need the last two digits plus 41, which is 121. So 21, 21 are the last two digits. Is it clear?
স্যার আরেকবার রিপিট করে দিন।
Okay. 9 to the power 2 is 81. এটা বুঝেছো?
হ্যাঁ স্যার।
ওকে, এবার সব সময় মনে রাখবে যে বাইনোমিয়াল এক্সপ্যানশনের খালি লাস্ট দুটো টার্ম আমি নেব, অনলি দ্য লাস্ট টু টার্মস। তাহলে লাস্ট টার্মটা হবে 36 ইন্টু 20 টু দ্য পাওয়ার 1, 9 টু দ্য পাওয়ার 35, আর লাস্টটা হবে 9 টু দ্য পাওয়ার 36। এবার 36 ইন্টু 20 মানে 720, এবার 9 টু দ্য পাওয়ার 35, এর লাস্ট দুটো টার্ম আমার দরকার। 9 টু দ্য পাওয়ার 35 করলে কি হয়? 9 স্কোয়ার, 9 স্কোয়ার হোল টু দ্য পাওয়ার 17 ইন্টু 9, 35টাকে আমি লিখছি 2 ইন্টু 17 প্লাস 1, রাইট? তাহলে 81 টু দ্য পাওয়ার 17, এখানে 1 আছে, 8 7 56, তাহলে 6 61 ইন্টু 9 করো, তাহলে কি হবে? 9 আর 9 6 অফ 54, তাহলে 4 4 9 লাস্ট দুটো টার্ম, লাস্ট দুটো ডিজিট, সরি।
হ্যাঁ স্যার
Correct?
বুঝতে পেরেছি।
তাহলে 49টা বসিয়ে দাও এখানে, এবার মাল্টিপ্লাই করো, লাস্ট দুটো ডিজিট নিয়ে নাও 80, আর এটার ডাইরেক্টলি পেয়ে যাবে 41 লাস্ট দুটো ডিজিট, আর অ্যাড করে দাও লাস্ট দুটো ডিজিট 21। ক্লিয়ার?
হ্যাঁ স্যার।
ওকে, দেখো একটা রুল দিয়ে করলে সুবিধা হচ্ছে যে তোমাকে অনেকগুলো জিনিস মনে রাখতে হবে না, ইউ জাস্ট ফলো ওয়ান প্রসেস, রাইট? সো এইটা দিয়ে আমরা কি কি পেলাম, কোন কোন নাম্বার পেলাম? লাস্ট ডিজিট 1 3 7 9, ওকে, এই চারটে লাস্ট ডিজিট আমি 1 এ নিয়ে আসতে পারবো, and then I can apply binomial and I can find it out. Very simple. দুটো স্টেপ, right? So now come to 2. So now let's try 2. Let's say 2 to the power 56. এটা লাস্ট দুটো ডিজিট কি হবে? How will I do this? Anyone? Does anyone know?
Sir,
how
2 to the power 4 whole to the power 14.
না 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 না, অনেক সোজা উপায় আছে। There's a much easier way to do this. Anyone knows the logic behind this?
স্যার 2 টু দ্য পাওয়ার 10 করে নেব,
Very
দিয়ে
good.
অল্টারনেট করতে থাকে লাস্ট দুটো ডিজিট।
এইটা মনে রাখতে হবে, 2 to the power 10 is 1024. এবারে নাও রাইট দ্য রুল, এটার একটা রুল আছে, এনি নাম্বার এন্ডিং ইন 24, এটার রুল হচ্ছে 24 লাস্ট দুটো ডিজিট 24 হয়, টু দ্য পাওয়ার অড উইল এন্ড ইন 24, আর 24 টু দ্য পাওয়ার ইভেন উইল এন্ড ইন, এনি গেসেস?
So 76.
76. 100 minus 24. Okay? So any number ending in 24, if the power is odd, will end in 24. If the power is even, will end in 76. Any number. Okay. So all I am interested in is the last two digits should be 24. Okay. এখানে একটা অ্যাস্টেরিক্স দিয়ে আরেকটা জিনিস লিখে রাখতে পারো যে any number ending in 76 will always end in 76. So 76 to the power anything will end in 76. Okay, very powerful rule. তাহলে we actually did only two rules. One is the rule with a number ending with 1. That was the first rule I said, and this is the second rule I said. Right? So any number ending in 24 will end in 24 or 76 depending on the power, whether it's odd or even. Right? So now what should I do? I will do it like this: 2 to the power 10 into 5, 50 into 2 to the power 6. Right? So this is ending in 1024. That means 24 to the power 5 into 2 to the power 6 is 64. Right? Now this is odd. Odd should end in 24. So this will be 24 into 64. Right? So now do this calculation: 24 into 64. 1536. So 36. Clear? Understood?
Yes, sir.
আচ্ছা, এখানে আরেকটা প্যাটার্ন আমি বলে দিচ্ছি। এটা this is one way of doing it. Another way is if you notice the pattern of powers. 2 to the power 1 is 2, 2 to the power 2 is 4, 2 to the power 3 is 8, 2 to the power 4 is 16. এখান থেকে 2 ডিজিট হয়ে যাচ্ছে। 2 to the power 5 is 32, 2 to the power 6 is 64, 2 to the power 7 is 128, 2 to the power 8 is 256, 2 to the power 9 is 512, 2 to the power 10 is 1024. Can you notice any logic here?
With a power gap of 3, the uh, number of spaces are increasing. Just like 2 to the power 4 is 16, 2 to the power 7 is 128, 2 to the power 10 is 1024. With a power gap of 3.
Power gap of 3, what is happening? What is
Sir,
happening?
sir, the last digit is repeating in a cycle of 42486,
Yes, 2486,
2486.
that's the last digit cycle. 2486, this is the last digit cycle. Okay, there is a beauty here. 2 to the power 1 is 2, 2 to the power 2 is 4, 2 to the power 3 is 8, 2 to the power 4 is 6. If I just take the last digit, right? Now what is the beauty here? The beauty here is this is odd power, this is also odd power, and this is 2, and this is 8 means 10 minus 2. This is even power, this is even power, this is 4, this is 6 means 10 minus 4. So if I just remember these two, then I can follow this logic also. That is for the last digit, 2486. Okay? Okay? Now, what is the logic for the second last digit? Try to find the logic for the second last digit. So let's start from here. So what is my last digit? 6. Where else can I get, am I having 6? Here. So what is the second last digit? 1, 5. Right? Right? So with 6, I'm getting the digits 1, 5. With 2, I'm getting the digits 3, 1. Right? With 4, I'm getting the digits 6, 6, 2. And with 8, I'm getting the digits what? 2. And the next one would be 2 to the power 11 will be 2048. So 4, right? Right?
Sir, didn't get it.
Okay. Let us write it one after the other, then it becomes clear. Okay, I'm taking it from 2 to the power 4, 16. 2 to the power 5, 32. 2 to the power 7, 128, but I'm writing it as 28. Okay, I'm just taking the last 2 digits. 2 to the power 8, what would be the last 2 digits? 5, 6. 2 to the power 9,
1, 2,
1, 2. 2 to the power 10,
2, 4,
2, 4. 2 to the power 11,
4
4,
8
4, 8. 2 to the power 12,
9 2
9, 6.
9 6.
2048, 4096.
Yes, sir.
Right? 2 to the power 13,
9 2 8192.
9, 2. 2 to the power 14,
16432. 32.
8, 4.
8, 4. You see,
Oh,
don't get confused. What you are doing, what you have to do is just multiply this with 2. 92 into 2 is 184. Take the last 2 digits.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
As simple as that. Okay. That is why I'm just taking the last 2 digits, because if when I was writing all the digits, you might get confused. 2 to the power 15
5,
will
6.
be
Sorry, 6, 8. Sorry.
6, 8. Right? Now let us see if we can find some pattern. Okay, let's take one more group, then it will be easier to understand. 2 to the power 16 will be 68 into 2, 136, 36, right? Then 2 to the power 17 will be
7, 2,
7, 2. 2 to the power 18 will
4,
be
4,
4, 4. 2 to the power 19 will be
8, 8.
8, 8, right? Now let's see if we can find some logic here. So what are the numbers that use 1593? Right? 1593. Then 3192. No, sorry, 3197. Then 6284. Then 2468. Any logic that you can figure out? Any logic that you are able to figure out?
So for the first two rows, the second last digit is odd.
Correct. And for the second, next two rows,
Last two rows, the last digit is even.
very good. So that means now I know that if it is a multiple of, I mean, if it is in the series of 6, 4, 4 6, 10, 14, 18, in this series, or 7, 11, 15, 19 in this series, then the last two digits will be even. The last digit always will be even. The second last digit will be even. And in the first two cases, it will be odd. And that odd also has a pattern. What is the pattern? It is 1, 5, 9, 3. And obviously the next one should be 7, 6. Because 7 is the only one that is missing. Isn't it? 1, 5, 9, 3, 7. These are the 5 odd numbers. 1, 5, 9, 3 has come. 7 is missing. Clear?
Yes, sir.
What should come here? Just look at this. 3, 1, 9, 7. What is missing? 5. Right? Now 6, 2, 8, 4. So what should come here? What is the other number? Other even number? 0.
0.
Right? 2, 4, 6, 8. Again 0. Right? And then again the cycle will get repeated. So this is the cycle of second digit for power of 2. This is the cyclicity of second digit for power of 2.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, 2 to the power 21 will have last digits to be 52, and 2 to the power 25 will have 04, right?
2 to the power.
No, sorry, sir, sorry, sir.
See, just follow this logic. You just go on multiplying with 2. Take the last two digits. Start from here. There should not be any confusion in this. Last two digits is 16. Multiply with 2, you get 32. Multiply with 2, 64. Multiply with 2, 128, 28. Multiply with 2, 256, 50. So you just go on multiplying with 2. That's all. Is it clear? But this is not very easy to remember. So that is why we will only remember this one. But I just explained it because this is the cyclicity of power of 2 for the second last digit. Clear? So you don't have to remember this. This is just for your knowledge. But you have to only remember this one. Right? So wherever you get a power of 2, okay, you have to convert it to the power 10 and take 24, and then 24 to the power odd will end in 24. 24 to the power even will end in a 76. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. 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 Now, okay. What is the last one that I did? 2 to the power something, right? Yeah, 2 to the power 56. That's what I did. So now, if I want to do if I want to do 42 to the power 26. Now tell me how should I do it?
Sir, we will break it into 21 into 2, and then we will do it individual and then multiply in the rest.
Very good. 2 to the power 26 into 21 to the power 26. See how simple it becomes, right? So this one straight away you can do. The last two digit would be 6 into 2, 12. Take the last one, 21 would be the last 2. And for this, you do 2 to the power
96.
10 into 2
4 into 6 plus
into 2 to the power 6. So 24 to the power 2 will be 76 into 2 to the power 6 is 64. Multiply this, 76 into 64. So that gives you 64, right? So 64 into 21. Okay. So 21 into 4 is 84. 8. 21 into 6 is 126 plus 8 is 134. 44. Clear? Everyone clear?
Yes, sir.
So now I have done 1, 3, 5, 7, not 5, sorry, 1, 3, 7, 9, and 2. So now tell me, what should you do with 4? So 4 is absolutely easy now. I don't think I need to explain 4.
Yes, sir.
What should I do with 4?
Sir,
Let's say
4 to the 5.
let's say I want to have 4 to the power 90, last two digits. What should I do?
So 76. It would be 4 to the power 5, whole to the power 18. That's 124 to the power even
So
number.
convert 4 to the power 5, 1024. Same process as 2. Okay, so you should be able to do this. Okay. Next. So 2 done, 4 done. Right? Next 5. Okay. So before I do 5, let me do 8 and 6. So 8, what should I do with 8? Let's say I want to do 8 to the power 90.
Convert into 2 power.
Yes, simple. So 2 to the power 270. Simple as that. Right? As simple as that. Okay. So 4 and 8 convert to power of 2 and exactly do what you did with 2. 1024. That's your target number. Right? So 4 is done, 8 is done. So what are the numbers that are left now? Which numbers are left?
Sir, 5 and 0.
0.
It would be 0.
So you tell me any number ending in 0, if I raise it to a high power, what do you expect?
0 only.
0, 0. Right? Right? Anything above power 2 will give you 0, 0. So 0 is not, I mean, that's not something we have to discuss. So 5 and 6. Okay. Tell me the logic for 6. Let's say 6 to the power 90. What should I do?
So 2 to
The
the
6 to the
90.
power anything, the last digit will be 6 only.
Last digit will be 6. I'm talking second last digit.
2 to the power 90 into 3 to the power 90.
Yes. Apply what I did for 2 and 3. Clear? Take the last two digits, multiply, get the last two digits. Simple? Okay? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now 5. Now what do I do with 5? Can you tell me what is the beauty with 5? There's a beauty with 5. What is that beauty?
So it returns at 25 only.
It returns 25, but not always.
So
There
it
are
also
some.
returns 75 sometimes.
Yes. That is where you have to be careful,
Yes, sir.
right? So let's take an example. 5 to the power 1 is 5. 5 to the power 2 is 25. 5 to the power 3 is 125. Again 25. 5 to the power 4 is 625, again 25. Okay, so if I go on multiplying with 5, I will always end in 25. So if it's only 5, okay, part. Now let's look at these expansions. 15. So 15 square is 225. So 25. 15 cube. 25 into 15.
375.
Okay. Now 15 to the power 4. 75 into 15. How much?
1125.
Last two digits. I'm only interested in the last two
25.
digits. 25. 15 to the power 5.
Sir, this pattern will go on.
Yes.
5.
So if I have 15, then this is what is going to happen. So I can say that any number ending in 1 5, okay, 15 to the power even will end in 2 5, and 15 to the power odd will end in 7 5. This is very similar to 24 and power of 24. Can you see the similarity? 24 and 76. What was the logic? 24 and 100 minus 24. So here also 25 and 100 minus 25. That's the beauty.
Sir, like if we have a odd number in front of 5, then this pattern continues. But if we have an even number in front of 5,
We'll do it. We'll come to that. Wait. Let's do one by one. So I want you to understand the logic, so that just by understanding the logic, you should be able to fit in by remembering as less number of rules as possible. So I have just given you two rules, one for 1, one for 2. Those are the only two rules I have given. Rest of it, what I've shown is simple manipulation using those two rules. Isn't it? Correct? Okay. Otherwise, the problem is, the more number of rules you try to remember, there is a chance of making a mistake, because in the exam hall, there is always a time pressure. So that creates a problem, because you try to calculate fast and there's a chance of making a mistake. But if you apply the same rule and with practice, chances of making mistakes are less. That's the only thing. But obviously you can you are free to remember more rules. Okay. So for 15, this is the rule. So now it is very simple. Any number ending in 1 5 will give me 2 5 or 7 5, depending on whether the power is even or odd. Now coming to your point, 25 square ends in 25, 625. 25 cube will end in what? 25 into 25, again 625. 25. So now this will continue. No problem with 25. Understood? Are you able to follow, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So no problem with 25 now. Okay. Now let's look at 35. 35 square is how much?
1225.
Last two.
25.
35 cube. 25 into 35. How much?
375.
Huh? Right? 25 into 35. 875. Last two digits 75. So what do you expect for 35 to the power 4?
25.
75 into 25. Sorry, 75 into 35. 75 into 35. 25. See, without doing, you can you can gauge the pattern. 25, 75, next one has to be 25. So next one has to be 75. So it should be again 25, 75, 25, 75. So that means 15 is the same as 35. See, life is becoming so easy now if you understand this logic. So if I have a even number before 5, then it will always end in a 25. Right? Look at 45. So 45 square, 25 into 45, 25 into 45, 25. So again 45 square, sorry, 45 to the power anything will end in 25. Right? What about 55? What do you expect? What do you expect? 25, 75, 25, 75?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now let me summarize. Now the rule becomes very simple. So rule number 3. So for 15, 35, 55, 75 and 95, this to the power even will end in what?
25.
25. And this to the power odd will end in
75.
75. So this is for 15, 35, 55, 75, 95. So now what remains is 25, 45, 65, 85. Okay? Or 05. Right? So this to the power any power will end in 25. So that means to make life simpler, all you have to do is remember this. This is the exception. Rest all will end in 25. So all numbers are covered now. Right? Have you understood all the numbers? Rule for all numbers?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So only 3 rules. Okay. So again, to summarize, all you need to remember is this. So just check whether the last digit is 1 to the power whatever is the number, let's say A, B, C, and let's say this is X. So this will be, the last digit will be 1 and the second last digit will be X into C last digit. So that is rule number 1. Rule number 2 is anything ending in 2, right? You break it down into the last 2 terms and then use 2 to the power 10 equal to 1024 and 24 to the power odd is 24 and 24 to the power even is 76. This is your second rule. Okay. And the third rule is just remember the exception 15, 35, 75, 55, 75, 95 to the power odd will give you 75. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Understood? So that's all. That's all you need to know to find out the last two digits of any number, power of any number. So please practice based on what I showed today. You can take any number of your choice. You have so many books. You can go through the papers. Okay, there are a lot of practice papers, so you can download and you can try using exactly this approach. Okay, so that you should be confident of calculations. Okay. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you. Bye.
Bye, sir.
Thank you, sir.